Alright, this is brother Ahmad from the GMS Jamaica, Kingston camp, back with another one, another few minutes of truth that I hope will be edifying, And today the truth is, you don't have to respond to niggaz, You don't have to respond to niggaz, right? Or don't respond to niggaz. When a nigger is being a nigger, you don't respond to it, And that's something I personally, I have to learn. Hopefully, I'm going to tell you a little scenario or a little story of what happened to me, yesterday. I hope to Yahweh Hashem or Shai, this will be the last lesson I learn on this topic, on this subject. I hope I get it. I get it now. When I'm even a man in the truth, one of the things we have to be able to do is to not only assess 2/3, but ourselves even more than 2/3. And I say that because the scripture says that let every man work out his own salvation. Work out his own salvation. So assess your own ways, your own self, Keep in subjection your flesh, Keep it under control. Your desires, your bad habits, change from your old conversation that you used to have in the world times past, so that you may be renewed in the mind. And it's a process. We all go through things daily, in order to build our faith and to change. The Lord adjusts our process according to the measure of spirit that we have. And it's all about having faith in the process, in the Lord's process. So yesterday I was attacked, at work while on the job by another co-worker. I was attacked with a machete, a cutlass, a machete. Yeah. It was a hell of a experience, but obviously the Lord brought me through that. And I know I am making a video about it, Hoping my experience will, edify someone, and not make the same mistake I made. A mistake that I'm mindful not to make, and I always try not to make it, but I did anyway, knowing better, right? So this is what happened. I drive a truck for a company, and I was required. The company has 2 locations, and I was required to get something from one location and bring it to the other. Now, the person who is supposedly in charge of the location that I'm supposed to take something from insisted that I shouldn't take it. So my response was, fine, it's not mine, it's the boss. I'm gonna call the boss. And that's what I did. I called the boss, and the boss said, hey, take it, bring it, come. It's not his. He has no right to be, to take it from you or whatnot. Calmly, I let the person know, the boss orders. This is the boss orders, yo. And the person start with disrespectful, because like I shouldn't call the boss. You know? The person I say a bunch of things and I disrespect. And nobody not answer him, and then him say that famous Jamaican that Jamaican slang, go suck your mother. You know? And then this is where I let go of the spirit. This is where I took the spirit and put it down for a moment. But in that moment you leave out of the spirit, you can lose your life, yo. This is where I made a mistake, man. I responded to that carnal bullshit. I told him back. I replied in the same fashion, like a nigger. You know? No, go suck your mother. And that is where I went wrong. Because that escalated the situation. Whether or not I believe that is what would happen after. That is what happened. So the person came back, went away for like 30 seconds. I guess go look at a weapon and then came back. You know? And I'm gonna pause right there. I'm gonna pause the story right there. The person came back and attacked me, right? I'm gonna pause right there. Because that's where I want to focus on for this lesson. You know? For this lesson I want to focus right there. Because I should have never rested the spirit. Now is not the time to rest the spirit, yo. Now the time to push it more than ever. Because this precept right here is for that situation. This is Proverbs 15:1. It says, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Yes, the nigga stirred up my anger, which should have never happened, because I know I'm dealing with a nigga. I know who niggas are. So why did I expect any better from a nigga? And I responded, yo. I did not retain my integrity in that moment. I did not retain the spirit, nor what I have learned, which is a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. And that is why I want, my experience, because as I said, I could have lost my life, yo. I could have lost my life. You know? You don't answer niggas. There is no need to answer niggas. And this is something I've always meditated on. And in that moment I didn't do what was required of me. You know? This is Proverbs 15 and verse 18. It says, a wrathful man stir up strife, but he that is slow to anger appeaseth strife. I should have tried to appease the strife that was within this anger, man. You know? I shouldn't have answered. That's all it would have taken. It takes more courage not to answer a man. It seems, you know. It takes more courage not to answer than to actually answer. The scripture says, it's same Proverbs, it says, we're going to quote it, says that a man that ruleth his spirit is stronger than a man that conquereth a city. Yo. That is what we should be aiming for, yo. Because what we want to do is not be carnal. We can't be carnal. For carnality leads to death, yo. This is Romans 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death. And in these situations, we have to recognize instantly that these are tests. These are tests. And I failed mine. I failed mine, yo. Don't want no other brother, yo, to fail theirs, yo. We cannot respond in a carnal way to Jake, yo. Even when we have bucketing, even when we can defend it, even when our gun is bigger than the nigger, a nigger out there, it is a carnal way to go. We are not carnal men. We are not aiming to be carnal men. Romans 6, 8 and 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because I got angry as well, a little of my peace was taken away. Yeah. We have to be blameless. We have to be blameless in this, man. This is Philippians 2, verse 15, the point. Let's just start at 14. It says, to do all things. When it says, do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke in the minds of a crooked and perverse nation. I tell him to go suck my mother first. Yes, I am wrong. But me go tell him back I didn't have to do that. And it is not like I wanted the situation to go any further. You know, but in my mind, I stand my ground, you can't diss me, I go diss you back. No, that is not spiritually minded. That's carnal. That's carnal. Because what glory will I gain? What glory will I gain from telling this man back? Standing my ground with this moron. Fighting him, putting him down, beating him up, winning carnally. What glory do I truly achieve? Nothing at all. Verse 15 again. It says, the sons of God without rebuke in the minds of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. I outed my candle and almost lost my life. I could have lost my life. Yo. Let your light shine, the scripture says, yo. Let your light shine. So, the point is, do not be carnally minded and do not respond to Jake. There's no need to respond to Jake in these situations. I always try to de-escalate situations, man. Yeah, truly, I hope this lesson was helpful, was edifying. You know, once more, let's give our praises to Yahweh Hashem and Shaiba Hashem Kodash. To the apostles and elders of the ministry. Shalom to all the true worshippers.